children. Welcome back to another episode of Dumpster Fires of the Atomic Shop. This is Ren. This is the last Dumpster Fires of the Atomic Shop for 2025. 12/30/2025. I hope you have been having a good time with the Holiday Scorch. So they've been running since the 16th. They'll continue on through the 6th. There's a special weekend sale that's coming up. Starts on Thursday. That means items will change out daily for it. This is the second week of the Sunset Stranger mini-season. Many of us have gone through and plowed through and got as much as we can out of it already. And there's a new bundle in town called the Gold Rush Bundle. So let's see what all's in the Atomic Shop today. We'll start off with a featured. So we have the new Gold Rush Bundle, which contains the Lucky title player title prefix, the new cooking stove, which is an old cooking stove. This has been out for a while, so it's an older item. The abandoned mine shelter and this is the abandoned gold mill. Right here. So I'm guessing they're saying this is your shelter. That's an old shelter, by the way. You could have already had it. I don't on this character, but I do on my main account. This is the rocker box. Basically, you would put water in at the top. It would come down on a sluice, and as the water goes through the different items, it would break down the gold and have it usually fall out into the grates. Yeah. Boy, this is the new tunnel light. I don't know. I like the light. I don't like the name. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It looks like a decorative light you'll put over top of your dining room table. It has nothing to do with tunnels. Personal opinion. And this is the dynamite box here. And then I'm guessing this is your new prefab, which is really kind of crappy, actually. Let's see if they've got a better build. This is the gold mill here. Okay, so this is your gold mill prefab. I'll be honest with you, I just wish they would give us... I think this is the build kit at the end of the season. I think that's what that basically is going to allow us to build, is structures like this. Here's the rocker box. A better look at that. Like I said, the water gets poured into the big container at the back, and then all of the stuff separates out as it goes down. Can't be used in the shelter because I think it actually generates gold. As I said, this cooking stove is one you could already have. The dynamite box, it's cool. The abandoned mine is one you could already have. The skull enthusiast bundle is looks like a bunch of old stuff to me that's been repackaged. I don't think there's a single thing in this that is new except for maybe the chair, and I'm not 100% sure on that. Everything else looks like it's just something that came out of one of the previous bundles or sales. So we've got the Brotherhood Forever bundle, which handles a lot of Brotherhood material. If you're looking for Brotherhood stuff, this is definitely the one you should get. It has everything from backpacks to uniforms to armor skins to weapon skins to armor stands, to lockers to storage freezers to prefabs to porch kits, guard stations, flags, like I said, beanies, you name it. There's like 3 different prefabs in it. And of course you get your Pip-Boy skin. So, I mean, it is definitely one I would consider getting if you were really looking for that stuff. And the Elder Maxim Battle Code is back in here. The funny thing is, this thing was given away at one point as an add-on for buying atoms. So it is not a new item, but it is a new item to be sold in this particular way. Kind of like the Duster down there, or the Vault-Tec paints, or the Contemporary Porch, or the Raider 4-post bed, or the 9-ball table, which is free, by the way, if you have Fallout first, and the Red Rocket paint. It's just... The Red Rocket bundle is one that if you're into Red Rocket, I mean, it is not bad. This right here, this cooler, is kind of a rare item. If you only want one of these things, make sure you double check and see in the actual item shop. These are all producers. Well, these 2 are resource producers, okay? So, you also have a vendor here and the cooler. I mean, it is a nice little package, and as long as it's on sale for 40% off, I'll say it's a nice little package. But 15 bucks for 4 items is kind of shitty. Just gonna say that. And it's Fallout First exclusive, so if you have Fallout First, and I think everybody does right now anyway, so there's that. There's the barracks, the Brotherhood barracks, which is one that I actually need to buy on this character. Their banner, Del Lawson, um, the Brotherhood Initiate bundle. It's kind of funny. Again, it's not a bad bundle, but you can see some of the things get recycled from bundle to bundle in here. The only two things in here that aren't in that other bundle are the Brotherhood of Steel Barracks build set and the Flatlands and Del Larson himself. So keep that in mind. And they're not badly priced. Like, I want to say Dell and I think Dell's priced at like $5, and the Brotherhood display frame is like $5, and all the high-tech stash is like $5, and the Brotherhood barracks gets $5. So, I mean, the Flatland shelter is $15. So most of the money that is in this is the Flatland shelter. So just keep that in mind. There are certain bundles where it is way cheaper to just buy the bundle than it is to go through and buy things individually. Even if you're just going to do it for like 1 or 2 items, it doesn't really seem to make that big of an impact in it overall. Now, all of the Atomic Wrangler stuff is in here still, with the Atomic Wrangler Casino being one of those that looks like a prefab from the outside when you place it, if you place the full version, or you can just place down a door to get into it. There are a lot of things to go with it, with a dice table, the roulette table, the slot machine, and the Atomic Rodeo Podium. Podium. Duh. Sorry. Tongue decided to stop working for some reason. Then you have the Clean Casino Bundle, which is a bunch of items that could go in any bar and make it look pretty good. You have the Casino Decoration, which has like giant letters, which are these right here, which are actually really, really nice to work with. The Dead Man's Hand posters are these right here. That's aces and eights. You get the tulip arrangements, the flesh-eating plant, the little wall sconce Art Deco bust set, the royal flush. I mean, there's just the statue. It's actually not a bad little bundle, especially if you've got parts of it already. And then for the greatest hits bundle, we have the House of Tomorrow Camp Bundle Kit, which gives you the Radiant Panel Floor, which I'm trying to figure out which one that is, because I can never really judge it, because they never really make it totally clear and obvious. I'm going to guess it's this one, but no, it's probably not. That's probably just the screen door. The Harmony wallpaper, I'm going to guess, is maybe the blue. Who knows? The camp kit itself is this right here. It's not a bad kit. I highly recommend it. But like the flooring, the porch kit, you don't even see the porch. The porch is on here, but it's not anywhere else. It's kind of like this is like the shittiest, absolute garbagest display that they could do for this. Because what is in the, I mean, the floor or the wall are the only two options that you have here. And I honestly don't know if which one it would be. I can't tell you. It doesn't have a label that says it. It doesn't have anything that even makes it look normal. It's just freaking retarded. Holy dog shit. Oh my god. All right. So then you get the Nuka-Cola bundle, which if you're into Nuka-Cola, this is the Nuka-Cola Quantum stuff, basically. So you get the Quantum truck, you get the Quantum bot, you get the stool, you get the Quantum jumpsuit, the Quantum bottle light, you get the Quantum sign, you get the Quantum vendor, and I think that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. So this is one of the cooler power armors they have, the Enclave Specialist Power Armor skin, because it just looks mean. It also goes well whenever you combine it with other pieces. But the Enclave Specialist bundle itself is just that power armor, this outfit with a beanie. It does give you this data collection center, which I think gives you computer stuff, if I remember correctly. This table, the planning table, is one of the coolest things in there. You get the Atom statue, which is this right here. And you get this little guy. Now, the Stalker plushie, I have no idea why he's even in this. Because he's not a mole. He's basically a mole miner. And I don't understand why he would be in here. But they gave it to you with that. So that's the major bundles. That's the major items. Stuff that is basically going to be going. I would recommend buying the Cremator starter bundle for anybody that likes the Cremator in general. If you buy the bundle, the weapon goes to all of your characters across all of your profiles. You never have to buy the cremator itself, the plan for it, with the gold bullion. Instead, you can concentrate just on buying the add-ons that you want with it. The Super Duper Sandstorm bundle, I mean, if you like it, great, buy it. It's not a bad deal. It's not a good deal either. This is the coolest thing in it, in my opinion, these walls and these little boogers here. These are the only things that I wish that I could buy out of it, the Raider Gnomes. I don't think they're listed anywhere individually, and we will go through and double check. You get some improved bait today. You get an... I love this chemistry station, by the way. It is the best chemistry station in here. The Industrial Life bundle is actually really good, too. It just... I mean... I like the curtain. I like the lamp. I like the mat. I like all of it. It's all old, but it's all, you know... you know... What are you going to do? Cozy night bundle. You get a cat, and a clean bathtub, a little tea machine, some pajamas. You should already have these things out. And of course, you get all the catch-up stuff for Fallout first. I'm going to check down here under camp, because that's where these guys should be at. You get dwellers, pets, furniture. Let's see if we can find our gnomes. If the gnomes are in here, that'd be great, but I doubt very much they're going to put them in individually. This is just a collection of stuff that I've acquired on just this character. I have 2 separate accounts. I try and record on this account because it owns less of this stuff, so you'll actually see more of it. The Pavilion kit is one that everybody asks about, and everybody should probably request if you can get it. It is a nice kit. It hasn't been reoffered in the store, and it is one of the better kits. I want to say it was part of a previous scoreboard, or a mini scoreboard, if I recall correctly. But, like, the gnomes should be in here because they're in the shop, but they may not be. But you would think that they would be. See, all this stuff is in here individually, so you'd think the gnomes would be in here individually. But it may be one of those items that is tied directly to that bundle, and that's the only way you can actually get them. Kind of like these things here, these trophies, were tied directly to Nuclear Winter, and that's the only way you were supposed to be able to get them. It's one of the few things that we're allowed to keep from Nuclear Winter that shows that we actually did something cool that you guys can't do anymore. And it's so rare that Bethesda lets you do any of that kind of shit. So the gnomes should probably be under this decoration category, to be honest. If they're in here. But like I said, go through this every time if there's something you're looking for, or if there's something you want individually that they have, that they aren't. Because you never know what's actually in here on sale, because Bethesda doesn't actually advertise 95% of the shit that they put out. They just don't do it, and I don't understand why, but, you know, it is what it is. They have a marketing team of geniuses, and this is their cash cow game. This and their, what do you call it? Mobile game. Fallout Shelter. Which, in Asia, is probably one of the higher tier games that they have available. I think it's funny. But you're not allowed to actually say that the Westworld game existed anymore. But it was funner to play, to be honest. And I still have it on my mobile phone. So, there is that. The other reason to go through here is just, you know, nostalgia. But yeah, as you can tell, none of the stuff that I want is actually available. So, at least individually, I have to get more atoms. Now, the new season is out for this, the second week. So that means all of this stuff, they'll have a new set of challenges. I highly recommend doing them, even if you went ahead like me and bought all this shit. Do as many of them as you can, because in the main thing, it'll just give you more tickets to use to get the stuff out of here a little faster. But I'm almost done with this myself, and I look forward to being finished with it, because I honestly do not care to do the challenges as much as humanly possible. But you guys have a good time. Don't forget the TV series is still ongoing. They didn't put all of it out at once, so that means you got to watch it weekly. And Fallout is Fallout is Fallout. Todd Howard is going to try and rewrite New Vegas to be what he wants it to be, because the people that made New Vegas made a better game than he did with a better story. And people find it more nostalgic than Fallout 3, which he kind of is jealous of because he's retarded. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion. Some things you just got to get over, dude. You just got to acknowledge the fact that you're not the best writer in the room, and you are not the most creative person, and your team likes to make games that are effectively uh, load screen simulators, especially when they're making something for console. Just the way it is. You don't believe me? Play Starfield. Anyway, have fun. Talk to you later. Enjoy this for what it is. This is, again, the last one for 2025. I may do a update video telling you what I'm going to try and do for 2026. And let you know my personal status, because a lot of things have changed over the last years for me in particular. I'll talk to you later.